Scientists finally put numbers on the question every cat owner argues about. Which breeds actually love their humans? 5,726 cats, 19 breeds. Real measurements published in a real journal. Last place is going to offend some very polite owners, and number one earned it in a way no other cat can copy. From coldest to clingiest, every verdict goes on the wall. And for every breed, one tell. A single behaviour you can test on your own cat tonight. First, the evidence. University of Helsinki. Thousands of households surveyed, every breed scored on how often the cat actually seeks human contact. Not how cuddly it looks, how often it chooses you. And the headline finding? Sociability is heritable, written into the genes. Which means the wall you're about to see was decided long before any of these cats ever met you. Number 20, the British Shorthair. Not our opinion, the study's actual last place, the lowest contact-seeking score of any breed measured. This cat loves you the way a roommate with excellent boundaries loves you, sincerely and from the other end of the sofa. Petting is permitted, briefly, and then the arrangement resumes. It's not cold, it's British. The tell, it follows you to whichever room you settle in and sits down exactly 2 meters away, every time. Measure it. That distance is the entire relationship, and it never shrinks. 19. The Russian Blue, a one-person secret. When guests visit, it is furniture, silent, grey, ornamental. When the door closes and it's just you, a different animal appears, a soft, purring shadow that sleeps against your back. The affection is real, the distribution is strictly limited. The tell, the doorbell. One ring and your affectionate cat evaporates like it was never there. 20 minutes after the guests leave, it reappears in your lap and looks personally offended that you let them in. 18. The Bengal. Loves the game, not the lap. Affection here is measured in fetch throws and ambushes, and a Bengal mid-zoomy treats your cuddle attempt as an interruption of a scheduled workout. It would run through fire for you. It will not sit on you. The tell, it brings the toy back and drops it just out of your reach. Every delivery has to be earned. That's not teasing. That's the Bengal checking you still want to play for it. 17. The Norwegian Forest Cat. 500 years of Scandinavian barns bred a cat that handles its own affairs. It checks on you once an evening, like a landlord doing rounds. A headbutt, a slow blink, inspection complete. Warm, but strictly on schedule. The tell, come home late and watch the window. It's sitting there, backlit, waiting. And when you're inside, it walks away without greeting you. Attendance was the greeting. 16. The American Shorthair, the working cat. Even-tempered, reliable, always somewhere nearby. It sits beside you, never on you. A handshake of a cat, and it never misses a day of work. The tell, count tonight. Whatever room you work in, it's there, one piece of furniture away. Close enough to supervise, far enough to deny it. You'll find it within 3 meters, pretending that's coincidence. 15. The Manx. Half dog, honestly. It fetches, it follows, it waits by the door. But it rations the cuddles like they're coming out of its own pocket. When a Manx picks its moment, you feel genuinely chosen. That's the trick. The tell. The door wait happens at the time you usually come home, not at dinner time. It's not hungry. It learned your schedule. It's there for the arrival. 14. The Abyssinian. Adores you at 30 kilometers per hour. This cat loves you from the top of the bookshelf, from the curtain rail, from mid-air. It is never still long enough to prove what it feels. Affection as a drive-by event. The tell. Mid-sprint, it clips your ankle on the way past. Barely a touch. That touch was on purpose. It adjusted its whole flight path to make it. That's the entire love letter, delivered at full speed. 13. The Persian. Decorative devotion. A Persian will love you from a velvet cushion, within eyesight, composed like a portrait of itself. Petting appointments are available. Booking is required. Lateness is noted. The tell. Wherever you move in the room, the portrait rotates. Check after an hour. The cushion hasn't moved. but the cat is always facing you. You are the thing being watched. 12. The Exotic Shorthair. Persian software in a plush toy body, running 2 degrees warmer. Same cushion, same composure, but the cushion is now next to your leg. Progress. The tell. Your laundry. The exotic naps on the pile that smells most like you, and if you fold it and take it away, it relocates to your side of the bed. It's not about the fabric. 11. The Himalayan. A lap cat with office hours. Inside those hours, total bliss, full purr, boneless surrender. Outside them, please refer to the Persian. You don't set the schedule, you are merely granted access to it. The tell. The office hours are the same every day, almost to the minute. Set a watch by it. When it appears on your lap at the exact usual time, that's not habit, that's an appointment it never breaks. Halfway up the wall now. From here on, the distances shrink, the following gets closer, and the data starts producing cats that nobody expects this high. 10. The Scottish Fold. Quiet attachment. It follows you at a polite distance and sits like a small owl in whichever room you're in. It doesn't perform love, it attends. Every day, every room, always there. Folded ears, folded paws, on duty. The tell. Count the rooms you entered today. Then, count how many it turned up in, quietly, a minute behind you. That number is the love. For a fold, it's nearly all of them. 9. The Maine Coon. The gentle giant paradox. Follows you everywhere, supervises everything you do, and refuses the lap outright. 10 kilos of pure devotion that will not sit on you. It sits next to you, enormous and vigilant, like a bodyguard who also loves you. Affection, massive. Format, standing. The tell. Close a door between you and count the seconds until the paw appears underneath it. A Maine Coon does not want your lap, but a closed door between you is a breach of contract. 8. The Cornish Rex. An acrobat that lands on your shoulders and simply stays. Curly, warm-blooded mischief that treats your body as home base and your bed as the only acceptable climate. You stopped being furniture to this cat a long time ago. Your territory. The tell. It always claims the highest point of you. Shoulder, neck, the top of your chair. Never the highest point of the room. The bookshelf is taller. It doesn't care. The mountain it wants is you. 7. The Oriental. Dramatic devotion announced loudly. An Oriental will yell its love down the hallway, narrate your cooking, and file a formal complaint when you leave the room. You will never wonder how it feels about you. You will be told, repeatedly. The tell. Leave the room and count to 10. The complaint arrives before you reach 8. Come back in and the yelling stops mid-syllable. Case closed, grievance withdrawn, nothing happened. 6. The Siamese. Bonds like a duckling. It picks its person, one person, and shadows them for life. It sulks at rivals, supervises phone calls, and sleeps pressed against the chosen neck. The jealousy is not a flaw. It's affection with claws in. The tell. Family dinner. Watch where the Siamese looks. 5 people at the table, and its eyes stay on one. If you're the chosen one, you already know. If you're not, it made that clear too. 5. The Birman. The temple cat. Gentle, constant, quietly underfoot. It never demands, never yells, never performs. It is simply, softly, always there. White paws in the doorway of every room you enter. Devotion with excellent manners. The tell. You'll nearly trip over it twice a day. Silent, close, always half a step behind your heel. You never hear it arrive. The stumble is the proof. It was that close the whole time. 4. The Sphynx. The twist nobody sees coming. The cat with no fur is the warmest one on the wall. No coat means heat-seeking, and the best heater in the house is you. Studies put the Sphynx among the most attention-seeking breeds ever measured. This is a cat that is physically on you, permanently, as a matter of thermodynamics, and then stayed for the company. The tell. Lie down anywhere, any surface, any time of day. It's under the blanket against your skin before you finish getting horizontal. It knows the exact moment you become a heat source with a view. 3. The Devon Rex. Now we're back in the data. Measured among the most contact-seeking breeds in the entire study. An elf-faced Velcro cat that treats your shoulder as its registered address. It doesn't visit your personal space. It lives there. The tell. Sit down anywhere in the house and time how long the shoulder stays empty. I'll bet under a minute. It was already en route before you finish sitting. 2. The Burmese. The original Velcro cat. Greets you at the door, supervises dinner, escorts you to bed, and genuinely pines when left alone. The entire breed descends from one small brown cat brought to America in 1930. And judging by her descendants, she was extremely clingy. The tell. The greeting at the door happens even when someone else already fed it, already played with it, already did everything. The greeting was never about food. It heard your key from 2 floors away, and that sound outranks everything. And number 1, the Ragdoll. The name is the verdict. Pick one up and it goes limp in your arms. And that's not an accident, it's the point. For 60 years, breeders selected exactly one trait above all others: melt on contact. The study said sociability is heritable. The Ragdoll is what happens when humans spend 6 decades selecting for love. The only cat on this wall whose defining feature is surrender. And here, the test is the tell. Pick it up. If every muscle relaxes, if all 4 paws dangle, if 10 pounds of cat simply paws itself over your arm and stays, that's not trust it learned from you. That's 60 years of breeding, arriving in your arms on schedule. So, bottom of the wall, a cat that loves you from across the room. Top of the wall, a cat engineered to collapse into your arms. But here's the part the wall can't show. Every rank on it is still a cat that chose to live with you. And if yours is an ordinary house cat with no pedigree at all, congratulations. The data says breed sets the starting point, and your cat gets to ignore it. Run the tells tonight. Count the rooms, time the shoulder, measure the 2 meters. Whatever number your cat scores, that's not a rank. That's just how yours says it. Case closed.